can't have President Trump tell you that I have stopped the war 29 times. Have the courage to tell him, no, to hell with you. You can't stop any war. We're going to fight. They condemned terrorism. They didn't condemn Pakistan. This is something that he didn't say. Now listen to what he has to say. And this shows you the mindset of these people. To the Prime Minister, the nation is above your image, above your politics, and above your PR. The forces are above your PR, your image, and your politics. Have the humility to understand that. Have the dignity to understand that. That's the reality of the situation. Now, I said in this house, standing right here, about 3-4 months back, and they laughed at me. They laughed at me. I said that please understand that India's biggest foreign policy challenge has been to keep Pakistan and China separate. And I said here that I am sad to say that you have destroyed the single biggest, most important goal of Indian foreign policy. China and Pakistan are fused like this. Okay? Now let me tell you what that means. Let me tell you what that means. It means, sir, अगर आप समझना चाहते हैं मैं समझा दूंगा थोड़ी देर बाद. Please. समझा दूंगा सर. Please आप समझा दूंगा तो बैठ जाएंगे सर. Don't worry, I am ready to do it. What happened actually, the truth of what happened, because I have to say that. What happened is that the government of India thought they were fighting Pakistan. And when they arrived, they suddenly realized that they were not fighting Pakistan, they were fighting China and Pakistan. Yes. Meaning that the Pakistani army was attached. Pakistani Air Force was attached to the Chinese Air Force. And not only that, the doctrine of the Pakistani Air Force was completely changed. The information available to the Pakistani Air Force was completely changed. And the Chinese were feeding information, critical battlefield information, satellite information, targeting information to the Pakistanis. And if you don't believe me, one second. If you don't believe me, General Rahul Singh, during a FICCI event, May 11th, when the DGMO level talks were going on, Pakistan actually was mentioning, we know that you such and such important vector is primed and ready for action. I would request you to perhaps pull it back. And he says, so it is very clear they were getting live battlefield inputs from China. If you had listened to me here, you would not have lost those 5 planes. If you had listened to me and you had said that yes, the Chinese and the Pakistanis are fused, sir, EM, External Affairs Minister says, yesterday in his speech, he says, the two-front war concept is a very old concept. I don't know what he's talking about. The two-front war concept is gone. It doesn't exist anymore. There is now a unified front concept where there is only one unified single front, and war is going to be held on multiple domains: space, electromagnetic, cyber, undersea, air, space, air, land, sea. So he does not even understand the basics of warfare. He's talking about two front. That ship has sailed long ago. Speaker, sir, how did this integration between Pakistan and China take place? I want to make it clear. There is a center called CENTIAC, Center for AI and Computing, that was built in Pakistan with Chinese help. And the aim of the center is to integrate the Pakistani Air Force with the Chinese Air Force and make and transform the Pakistani Air Force into a network-centric Air Force. Speaker, sir, as I speak, and since 2021, Pakistani officers, strategic officers, have been embedded in the PLA's Western and Northern Theatre Commands. They are sitting there, coordinating. So it is important to understand that you did not have political will, that you did not give freedom of maneuver. But there is another problem. And the problem is that we are now facing not just China, not just Pakistan, but China and Pakistan fused as one militarily. Speaker, sir, it is dangerous in this time for the Prime Minister to use the forces to protect his image. It is dangerous for the country. The forces should only be used in national interest. The forces should be used with freedom. If you want them to be used, you want to unleash a tiger, free him. Do not tie his hands behind his back. Do not go to the Pakistanis and say, listen, don't escalate. Then go all the way. Then fight properly and defeat them once and for all. Don't have President Trump tell you that I have stopped the war 29 times. Have the courage to tell him, no, to hell with you. You can't stop any war. We're going to fight. Speaker, sir, there is also I don't mean to keep mentioning External Affairs Minister, but it comes up because he's central to this discussion. I want to finish by telling you about something he said that shows the complete bankruptcy of the foreign policy of this government. Please remember that not a single neighboring country, not a single country condemned Pakistan. Not one. They condemned terrorism, they didn't condemn Pakistan. This is something that he didn't say. Now listen to what he has to say. And this shows you the mindset of these people. This explains why in his entire discussion yesterday of 1 hour, the defense minister did not say the word China. Yes. This explains it. Yes. And let me read the quote from the External Affairs Minister. Look, China, are the bigger economy. What am I going to do? As a smaller economy, am I going to pick a fight with the bigger economy? It is not a question of being reactionary. It is a question of common sense. Meaning he is scared. And this is the point. The point is that we are now facing in front of us Chinese and Pakistani fusion. And it is a very dangerous time. As you can see, it is a very dangerous time. And we cannot afford a Prime Minister who does not have the courage to use the army the way it has to be used. We cannot afford a Prime Minister who does not have the guts to say from here that Donald Trump is a liar. He didn't stop India from fighting. Okay. He's lying about the planes. Okay. We need a Prime Minister who completely frees the army, frees the Air Force, frees the Navy and says, go, khatam karo kaam ko, like Indira Gandhi did. Thank you, Speaker, sir. I'd like to end by saying this entire discussion is about the people who died in Pahalgam. It is a tragedy, and it was very disturbing to me, again yesterday, where they were talking about everything. They were talking about Pakistan, they were talking about everything, but they did not mention the people who died in Pahalgam. Okay. So let me finish.
Finishing. Otherwise, you are not allowing, sir, LOP. Only this time, only allowing. Other time, mic is not allowed.
Sir, do not allow India to be reduced to a battlefield where large powers are fighting. We have to navigate. We have to protect our interest. Second, to the Prime Minister, the nation is above your image, above your politics, and above your PR. The forces are above your PR, your image, and your politics. Have the humility to understand that. Have the dignity to understand that. And do not sacrifice the armed forces and national interest for your own petty political gains. Thank you, sir.
सभा की कार्रवाई इस विषय की समाप्ति तक बढ़ा दी जाए। डॉक्टर संबित पात्रा।
अरे बैठो सुनो।
वो भी प्रेस करो। हाँ, हो गया।
माननीय सभापति जी, आपका बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। आपने इस महत्वपूर्ण विषय पर मुझे अपने वक्तव्य को रखने के लिए यहां आज्ञा प्रदान किया है। मैं आज एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण श्लोक से अपने वक्तव्य को आरंभ करूंगा। कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम संसार सारम भुजगेंद्र हारम